Welcome to the Joycast from Mdina in Malta, the old ancient city. And my name's Tamika Shilby, and I have Brenda Dowell here with me and Jyoti Burke. And we'd like to offer you an experience in asking your own intuition for a special message just for you. So you get to choose between one of three energies, or you can choose more than one. But your choices today are limestone, bone, or glass. So which one calls to you the strongest? Limestone, bone, or glass?
If you chose limestone, here in Malta, there's limestone everywhere. All the buildings, temples, all over, there's limestone, stone walls. And I've been really drawn to the limestone for both its purification and its grounding. So the color is very light and helps to purify, but through purification, it can feel a little unstable. So it's also incredibly grounding to feel the energy of that stone. So if you chose this today, perhaps as you let go or release and purify things in your life, you can also focus on how to ground your energy.
If you chose bone, your message comes out of an experience that I had when we were just about to go into one of the ancient caves. And if you think about a cave, it's the gateway to, let's say, the inner earth inhabitants and those cultures inside the earth. And when we walked into the museum that was attached to the cave, I instantly felt nauseous. So when I looked around, I realized that I was surrounded by bones in the museum. Bear bones, deer bones, hippopotamus bones, and human teeth. And if you think about the bones, they are the deepest part of us. They are the most ancient part of us. If you think about when we die, when we cross over, we don't leave our muscles behind. Well, we might initially, but then what is everlasting, really, or longer lasting, is our bones. And here in Malta, some of the ancient skulls are of elongated heads, not necessarily displayed in public anymore, but they used to be. And these leave clues to the cultures that were here before ours. And so they're very, very special, the bones, what we leave behind in our bones. And if you also think about Kali in the Hindu tradition, she wears like skulls and bones, and like she's very like represents death and dramatic transformation and that kind of energy, kind of rips through your life kind of energy. But she carries the bones and the skulls because they have that wisdom in them. There's a reason that she's adorned with skulls. So if you chose bone, your message is about going deeper than the surface. So is there some relationship in your life that you're struggling with? Is there something about yourself that you're focusing on that isn't part of who you are at your depth? So now is a time on earth when we want to bring forth the depth of who we are, really who we are at our core. Even in a small way, if you think about the culture, we're so focused on building muscle. We're a lot less focused on the bones underneath the muscle. So the spiritual memory, the old memory that's deep within our bones. And so if you chose this, is there some way that you can go a little deeper? Because you know what? That's the eternal part of you. That's what you're going to leave behind. That's your core, and that's the gift of you. And it's really important that this world get to know and to experience, and that you especially get to experience your own depth. So that's for you if you chose bone.
So if you chose glass, Malta is well known for its glassworks. And we went into a glass shop, and I was immediately drawn to all the heart-shaped glass. And I started to think about what it took to temper that glass to make it into the heart shapes and all the other shapes that were in there. And in my life, when I'm challenged and in situations that aren't always comfortable, and the heat starts to rise, I'm thinking about the alchemy that it takes to change things that don't work, that don't allow me to be the best I can possibly be. So if you did choose the glass, what in your life is challenging you to be perhaps better than or more than you were the day before, to increase the capacity you have to be you fully and truly authentic, and to not always move away from the discomfort of challenge and change? So if you chose glass, remember to always come back to your heart in the midst of chaos and alchemy, and when the heat rises and it's not so comfortable. Just find your way back to your heart.
Thank you for joining us on the Joycast. If this resonated for you, we would love to hear from you in the comments below. Which energy did you choose, and how does it fit into your life at this time? We will see you next time, and so much love to you. Bye. Mwah. Okay.
Stay there. I want to take a picture of that.
This?
It's really cool.
Don't
to
you just
see it.
love them?
I love them.
We
so
love
much.
them. Love you guys. Bye. We're frozen.